ball finds a hole up the middle.
Steps up, goes deep left side, receiver open, counting, touchdown Titans! Takes a nice shot outside the goal box and he will break the 0-0 tie. Fantastic shot by Kenloff Solon.
Giller makes a move, a good one, opportunity here, the Bears score! The Bears strike first.
He's at the 40, he's down to the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jalen Bryan. Why not? What a beautiful run.
Maureen there, fights her off the puck, opportunity here, another sit, and a goal! Second chance effort for the Pioneers.
Put the icing on the cake, if you will, Michael. Go down and got to the outside and said good evening and good night.
A full season of work has all come down to this final moment, as for the last time here as the section playoffs come to a close, we have a huge matchup from historic Aldrich Arena in Maplewood, Minnesota, as the third seed White Bear Lake Bears look to take down the number 1 seed Hill Murray Pioneers. Alongside Luke Howard, I am Alex Westhead, bringing you this exciting Section 4AA matchup.
Now you said it, Alex. Glad to be here, Aldrich Arena. We got a great crowd. Hill Murray looking to defend their section title, but White Bear Lake's hungry and they want a shot at state tonight.
We'll take a look at the bracket, see how the players got here. Very similar routes for both of these teams.
Well, it certainly has been. Hill Murray clearing their way through. Victories over Irondale, St. Anthony, Roseville, and that's how they've got here. White Bear Lake on the other side of the bracket with a nice 4-0 victory over North Hart. And then they beat Mounds View 2-1 in a fantastic game, overtime, Alex. Both teams have certainly earned their way here and should be a dandy tonight.
Well, that is what we're hoping for as we take a look at tonight's matchup. Some outstanding power play and penalty kill numbers on both sides here, Luke.
Well, you said it, Alex. White Bear Lake, a 26.3% power play and almost 83% on that penalty kill. They got 2 players with over 20 points on the season. And they do have a 4-game win streak that came near the end of November. On the Hill Murray side, 30.9, just under 31% on the power play. And about 88% on that penalty kill. They got 7 players over 20 points, so they got a lot of depth on this Pioneer squad. They've outscored their opponents 121-32 during the regular season, Alex.
Well, that's very good as we take a look at the players to watch. A couple of future University of Minnesota Golden Gophers with us here tonight.
Yeah, and for the White Bear Lake Bears, Sydney Sheeran, she's only a sophomore, already committed to the U of M. She's got 45 points, Alex. And that includes the postseason. She's been fantastic for the Bears. On the Hill Murray side, Abigail Barine, 58 points on the season. That does include the section playoffs, but she has been fantastic all season long for the Pioneers.
We'll go ahead and take a look now at our starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the White Bear Lake Bears, you see Sydney Sheeran there at center, the defense pairing of Abby De La Rosa and Avery Snyder, and Calla Frank in goal for the Bears.
Yeah, and Calla Frank has been very strong, especially in this section playoffs for the Bears.
And now we take a look at the Pioneers, much the same starting lineup that we've seen out of them all season.
Yeah, certainly, and they got Ava Bailey in the nets. And she's been the rock between the posts for the Pioneers. A lot of experience on this Pioneers team.
And we'll throw it down here. Pleased to be joined by Mr. Zach Halverson here for a sideline reporter. Zach, what do you got for us?
Well, you guys said it, guys. Abigail Boreen, Sydney Sharon, a couple UMN commits going to be facing off against each other tonight. Of course, whenever you have a game against White Bear and Hill Murray, there's certainly no love lost. It's a rivalry that certainly more prevalent on the boys' side because they at least play in the regular season, but perhaps it makes it more special here tonight as this is the only time these two teams have met all year. It's a section final, it's win or go home. It'll be interesting to see what the physicality is like out there, how these teams battle. Obviously the passion will be there, it's win or go home, but you have the little added edge of the rivalry between White Bear Lake and Hill Murray. It's going to be a fun evening, and of course with the commits, 7 of them out there tonight. Should be pretty entertaining hockey with some pretty good girls hockey stars out there.
Well, we'll be right back for the start of this one, the rivalry. The Section 4AA final coming up here on TV 19 Sports.
You've messed up your son's haircut. Do you try to fix it? Work with what you've got? Or show solidarity?
Thank you, baby. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Back here at Aldrich Arena for the start of the girls Section 4AA Ice Hockey Final. Alongside Luke Howitt, I am Alex Westhead, pleased to bring you this exciting rivalry matchup.
Well, this is what they've been waiting for all year, Alex. Big rivalry, Aldrich Arena. Should be a fun one tonight.
We'll throw it now to Mr. Zach Halverson with a little bit of information about the bands, I believe.
Yeah, thanks, guys. When you talk about high school sports, it's hard to leave out the band. Bands are amazing to the atmosphere, and of course, this is a loud Aldrich Arena. And that's because we have both bands here in the building. You can see White Bears behind me. They got the drum line here. Hill Murray just made a great rendition of the national anthem. Phenomenal atmosphere, guys. It's setting up to be a heck of an evening of hockey right here on TV 19 Sports. Back to you guys.
Well, we're back here looking for the opening puck drop. It'll be Calla Frank in goal, and I believe that will be Ava Bailey starting in goal for the Hill Murray Pioneers. An interesting matchup, one which has not been a section final for quite some time. Of course, the Hill Murray Pioneers, Luke, reaching the state tournament the last 5 seasons as winners of 4AA.
Well, they certainly have developed into quite the powerhouse in this section. And these two teams we touched on, they haven't played yet, and big rivalry. It should be a heck of a game tonight.
Opening faceoff won by the Pioneers, and they chip it into the zone, and we're underway from Aldrich Arena. A trip to the Xcel Energy Center and a state tournament bid as well on the line here tonight. The Bears control. De La Rosa try, quick turnover, and a great save by Calla Frank to start things here for White Bear Lake. Back to the blue line, held in nicely as it goes to the half wall on the other side for Featherstone, who sends it in for Helgeson. And the Bears are able to take control. Half wall for Healy as she tries to chip it back out. Held in though, and I guess not, as the call will be offside. We'll get a quick line change going.
Wemple tried to keep that one in, but just came out. A nice early opportunity there for the Pioneers. Lindsay Featherstone turning and fire one. Frank on cue with a nice stop early on.
Mencken Kaufman on the draw. Won by the Pioneers again as they'll send it into the zone, and the Bears will be forced to chase as Frank stops it behind her own net. Chipping it up ahead for Snyder. Held at the blue line. As it goes back down low again, as there's Katie Earl getting control of the puck for the Bears. On the half wall, trying to get it out through center ice as Jordan Gast sends it in deep for the Bears. Held in at the blue line before they're able to send it in further, and they'll chase again. Pioneers gathering control quickly again as they'll come through center ice. Katie Kaufman lost the handle a bit, onside though, as they'll send it in deep as the forwards change once again for the Pioneers. The Bears taking the puck out through center ice, and it will come back again as the Pioneers once again able to regather control and send it in deep. Luke, a large tilt in the favor of possession for the Hill Murray Pioneers early going.
Well, certainly has been. They've controlled most of the play, and White Bear Lakes have struggled to get that down into the offensive zone for the most part. But certainly, you said it, Alex. Hill Murray with the tempo and early control in this one.
On control of the puck as the Bears try to send it out, and Sanda's finally able to grab that puck. Madeline Sanda, the sophomore, 1 goal in the regular season for the Bears team. The Bears 15-10-0 came in ranked at number 15 in Class 2 AA in girls hockey. Of course, the Hill Murray Pioneers came in ranked 2nd overall, following a very strong regular season at 24-1. Play to the blue line. De La Rosa winding up a shot and saved there by Bailey as she'll redirect it back to the other corner. Here's Healy now. Healy looking to keep play alive. Back to De La Rosa. Down and low for Healy as the Pioneers are able to control once again. Skating 2-on-2 through center ice. In the zone they come, a shot, and an easy glove save by Calla Frank. We'll get a face-off coming. 14:21 to go, opening period, no score.
No, a couple good opportunities there as we take another look here. That's Breen coming in and firing that on net, but that's easily seen by Frank and held on to with the net. And on the other end, a nice stop by Bailey on a screen shot from the point. Good opportunity for the Bears.
Puck comes back to the blue line and out. Snyder may have a two-man opportunity, tripped up, and I believe the Bears will get the first power play of the night. It'll be a holding call going against Hill Murray, and it'll set up the Bears on the power play.
Looks like they're going to get Greeter there on the call and try to take down the player. And as we take another look here, she's coming back and kind of a little shove in the back, and she's going to sit down for 2 minutes. And White Bear Lake for the first opportunity on the power play tonight.
Greeter will take the seat for holding. Bears on the regular season, a .263 power play, and for the Pioneers, .877 on the penalty kill, which ranks second in the Metro East. As a puck won again by the Pioneers, kept to the corner before the Pioneers are able to clear it out almost as it's held in. New Power tried to hold it to the line, and it comes back out. Through center for De La Rosa. As the Bears skate on the power play, Sydney Sheeran, team leading 24 goals in the regular season, held scoreless here so far in section play. As the puck goes to the opposite side, down low behind the goal line as the Bears try and break it out again. New Power for Sheeran. Through center ice. They'll carry it. Sydney Sheeran trying to move all in, gets around one defender before doing it so again as Claudia Verkerke keeps play alive on the power play. Down and low for Sheeran. Sheeran centering pass in front, and nobody home quite yet, and too far for Verkerke to keep it alive before it comes back out to De La Rosa at center.
Yeah, looked like it could be a good opportunity in front of the net, but they just couldn't quite pick it up, and Hill Murray able to get out of the zone, but some good opportunities there and good pressure from the Bears on this power play.
Looking at 50 seconds left to go on the game's opening power play as a puck skitters through to the corner where the Pioneers can play it over there. Taylor Wemple, the University of North Dakota product, or commit rather, sends it down the length of the ice, and the kill will continue to be effective for the Pioneers.
And a nice chase there from Featherstone. She's been certainly showing some high energy early on in the game here, Alex.
Play kept alive now. Avery Snyder gets it up ahead for Mank on the half wall as she'll skate the puck through center down to the last 15 on this power play. Danny Mank skating into the zone, looking for a pass up on the blue line. The centering pass tries to reach net and can't quite do so, but comes back right out and just through the legs of Morris as the Pioneers are back to full strength. Avery Snyder up ahead for Mank into the zone before the Pioneers gather it once again, and Maria Keppel to the corner now as they fight for it there. Jordan Gast and Keppel one aside, and comes back to the half wall, and Bill Murray trying to clear it out, but Mank's able to send it in, and the Bears will have to touch up. Here's Keppel now behind the goal line. Pass up ahead as the Pioneers turn over the puck in a breakout, and then the Bears just happened to trip over their own skater as Samantha Olsen fell down. And the Bears try and gather once again. Up ahead now, Olsen left the puck too far and will have to touch up once again as here come the Pioneers into the zone. Amber Peterson now with the puck. Tried to get it through. An opportunity in an open net, just sailed wide past the stick of a Pioneer. Held in down and low. Allie Clark sends it in front and goes to the corner again. Here's Clark now. Clark working in low. Tries to get it across, can't quite do so. And it comes back out here as Ashley Renstead controls the puck for White Bear. Correction, that's Morgan Newpower. Long pass up ahead, and the Bears try and dump on the line change. Into the zone to the opposite corner as the Pioneers can now get a fresh set of legs on the ice. Behind the net. The Pioneers skate for it as 22 played the puck, centering pass in front, and I believe Calafranc got a stick on it as Snyder comes behind. And play can continue alive as the Pioneers continue to hold the zone. Boreen lost the puck. Healy now sends it ahead for Sheeran. Sheeran, as the lines change, chips it around a defender and is just out skilled as Whipple able to get there. As the puck now right on the net, comes off the net, and then back to the other corner. Here's Healy now. Healy with the puck in the corner as they fight two aside. Comes back to the blue line, and the Pioneers are able to control the puck. Here's Steigoff now. Steigoff, but offside is called, and we'll get a face-off coming.
A little mix-up there with Steigoff and Helgeson. I think Helgeson got in a little bit ahead of the play, and yeah, he saw it kind of hit her skate there, awfully close, but Helgeson just ahead of the play, and right call made there.
Into the zone, a soft little shot on goal, steered aside by Frank. As play continues to be kept alive, Anderson up ahead for Snyder now, in through center ice. As she tries to carry it in the zone, I believe almost offside, but they'll let play continue. As it can continue here, Miranda Anthony with the shot. Deflected wide as Mank is able to keep it into the zone. And the Bears continuing to add pressure here. 9:25 to go, opening period, no score. Shots on goal, I believe, favoring the Hill Murray Pioneers thus far. As they're able to keep play alive are the Bears, but the line change once again. Continuing to keep things going, Morris for the Bears. Morris skating into the zone as they come on in. Morris a shot, and it goes wide into the corner. A great save by Bailey to keep this game scoreless.
Another good opportunity for the Bears there, Alex. Point-blank shot. And Bailey seeing it well early on.
A soft wrister from Corinne Brown, steered aside by Frank. As they'll skate in now. Pioneers holding the puck, chipping it down in low. That's Sonny Ibe keeping play alive for the Bears before Morris can control once again for White Bear Lake. Up ahead, Kohler chips it off. No icing as the icing is waved off, as I believed it hit Mackenzie Casa before play can continue. Up ahead, Helgeson sends it into the zone. Frank gets a pad on it and a glove. We'll get a stoppage in play. We'll send it down to Zach Halverson for a report.
Alex, and I want to say here, there's some familiarity with some of these assistant coaches, at least for Hill Murray. Doug Long, an assistant coach for the Pioneers, previously was an assistant coach under Tim Sanger over in the White Bear Lake boys program. He then moved down to Eastridge, was one of the first coaches for the Eastridge program before he has ended up where he is now, an assistant coach for the Pioneers.
Well, thanks for that, Zach. A great report so far, and an open pass in front. Great challenge by Calla Frank to come out and keep this one scoreless. Puck comes back through center ice to Wemple. Wemple now into the zone. Wemple a shot off of the defender. Can't see it, does Ertl. Pass in front, Helgeson save. There, another centering pass in front, and it can't quite go. And a great series of saves by Calla Frank, Luke.
She has been brilliant so far, point blank. That was Featherstone again. We've called her name a couple times, and Featherstone brought it right into the circle there, and a great stop by Frank to keep this a scoreless game.
Pioneers get off the ice on a line change. They'll try and keep play alive. New power. Skating down behind the goal line, trying to start a breakout. Off the boards up to Healy, but Healy challenged well and is forced to play it back. As here comes the Bears again, as the puck leaks back out through center, and the Pioneers will have to touch back up. New power now. Up ahead, as the Bears try and continue on, Snyder chips it into the zone and keeps it alive after the turnover by the Pioneers. As the puck comes along the half wall, defensively played well, and sends it around the boards for the Pioneers to begin the breakout. Down in low, Greeter. Greeter now with the puck. Up ahead for Allie Clark. Clark chips it ahead, and the Pioneers will change behind her as Katie Kaufman skates into the zone. Here's Kaufman. Puck tied up nicely by Abby De La Rosa rather, the Bemidji State commit. Only a sophomore, so she'll be playing there in a couple of years. As play continues to go with De La Rosa down behind the goal line, up ahead for Gast. As the puck once again to the corner, Snyder, Avery Snyder with the puck, chips it down behind the goal line, and Jordan Gast can take control. Gast leaks through center almost, but a great job to hold the line is Taylor Wemple. Luke, have you noticed the Bears starting to push back to the other side of the ice here?
Well, it certainly seems like there's been a little bit more back and forth. Pioneers kind of get some opportunities, but the Bears have withstood that quite well, and there's another opportunity for the Pioneers, stopped by Frank, but it seems like the Bears have maybe calmed down a little bit and kind of settled down, and we've kind of seen some good opportunities really both ways, Alex.
Helgeson with an open look and a save by Frank. Once again, doing her best to keep this game scoreless. As a puck now off of the net, De La Rosa will go to get it in the corner. De La Rosa up ahead for Collar, but it comes back out through to center, and the Bears can play it there. Shot blocked as the Pioneers tried to put one past. And here's Boreen. Boreen with a shot that goes wide. Play continues in the offensive zone as Greeter trying to get a shot on. Coming is Miranda Anthony now taking the puck in low, sends it behind. Trying to keep play and possession alive. As De La Rosa takes control, chips it out for the Bears. Too slow for any icing, but it allows the Bear to change. Anthony, cross ice pass up ahead now as Blinkhorn takes the puck into the zone. De La Rosa now will chase. A turnover in front. Blinkhorn missed an open net. A shot, score! The Pioneers strike first, and they'll take a 1-0 lead.
Well, just too much there, Alex. Puck came flying across, and not much at all Frank can do there. And empty net. Steigoff finishes it off. Pioneers strike first.
We'll take another look at it here. Just like you said, Luke, too much open net, and Frank tried her best, but just a little bit too far in order to be a goal. That'll be Steigoff's first goal of the postseason. She had 10 in the regular season as a freshman, and she gives the Pioneers the first lead of this game. Pioneers looking for more off the stick of New Power, and Frank will be forced to stop it. They'll give the assists to Blinkhorn and Kaufman on that goal for the Pioneers as they once again continue their dominance here in Class 4AA early. Face-off won by the Bears as they look to keep play alive. Claudia Verkerke now taking the puck through center ice, chips it around one defender, tries to win the race against Koppel, but can't quite do so as it comes to New Power. New Power who turns it over and will have a breakaway here. Skating in, moving around, and a great defensive back check by Sydney Sheeran to lift the stick and avoid any sort of a dangerous scoring opportunity.
Well, fantastic play. It looked like Helgeson was going to get in all alone. She did have some space, but Sheeran, great back check, and just at the last second, it looked like Helgeson just about to fire that on net. And we've seen why Sheeran, she's a fantastic prospect. She'll be heading to the U, so great play there on the defense. Don't want to be going down after just giving up that first goal, Alex.
Gass tried to play the puck, but it's kept alive as they'll send it in deep. Trying to keep some pressure here on the Pioneers. Ava Bailey not faced much early, but has made some great saves when she's had to. As the Pioneers skate once again, a blocker save there by Frank off the shot of Allie Clark. As play can continue, Gass loses a puck battle there as the Pioneers can send it back in. For De La Rosa now. Cross ice for Ertl, up ahead for Mank now. Mank into the zone, chips it in. As the Bears try and keep some pressure on. Turnover for Ertl as she's pinned up against the wall very nicely by Maria Keppel. And here come the Pioneers on a quick little rush. Here's Katie Kaufman on the far side. Kaufman shot, blocker save by Frank as the puck skips up along the end boards. And it comes in low. Kaufman wins that 50-50 battle. Taken down by Ertl with the stick. No call coming. And the Bears try and get moving back the other way. Here's Sanda now. Sanda tripped up, no penalty needed there. And a wristed shot off the defense of Keppel. And the Pioneers can continue to keep things alive.
And if you're White Bear Lake, you certainly want to start getting some more pucks on net and getting that down into the offensive zone. So far, in the last 5 minutes, I'd say Hill Murray's kind of controlled the pace here, and White Bear Lake certainly wants to jump back into this. Don't want to be going down 2 or 3 goals.
Pioneers controlling their own zone once again. A pass up ahead for Lindsay Featherstone. Featherstone centering pass in front, does not connect. And it can come back to the half wall. A couple of skaters fall. held in by the Pioneers. Shot on goal, and Frank had to make a save against the post on a knuckled puck right on goal. She makes a save. We'll get a face-off with 1:44 to go. Pioneers leading 1-0.
Yeah, not much on that shot from the point. And it's kind of fluttering, but got tipped on net. And Frank had to make a save, and I think it's a lot harder save than it may have looked as we take another peek here. You see it fluttering. And great tip on net, but even better job by Frank getting that pad up against the post.
Pioneers and Bears fighting for the puck. Held in nicely, though, as Featherstone's able to keep it alive. Featherstone down behind the goal line as Avery Snyder gains control for the Bears. A little bit too far, and Boreen taking it for Hill Murray, stepping around and right on goal, right into the White Bear Lake logo. Makes the save, does Frank, and we'll get a face-off coming.
Some nifty stick work there from Boreen. Fires it right into the abdomen of Frank, and she's able to easily hang on to that one.
Face off won by the Bears. Avery Snyder taking control, sends it out, and Sydney Sheeran just a little bit too far, and the Pioneers can send it right back in off of Snyder, and a great quick save there by Frank as the Pioneers were pressuring and were able to keep pressure on, and a great save by Frank.
Yeah, Stagoff again coming in and getting a little on that. Not too much, but that's grabbed up quick by Frank with the glove and held on to. Just over a minute to go in the first period here.
Pioneers control behind their own zone. Stagoff, the game's opening scorer, first of the postseason, as they'll keep it alive. Continuing to put pressure as Morgan Newpower chases. Sydney Sheeran now with the puck as the Bears try and set up a long pass, too far for Verkerke, but she gains it at the official circle. But once again, the Pioneers quick on the puck, able to keep things alive down to the last 30. Two Bears and a Pioneer collide at neutral ice. Healy getting up ahead for Sheeran. Sheeran, a great defensive poke check coming in. Verkerke, a shot goes wide, an open net almost, followed up by a rebound, and Ava Bailey doing her best to keep everything out. And now a breakaway for the Pioneers. Here they come. It's Helgeson in, shot, score! Morgan Helgeson adds to her team lead in the sections with her 5th goal with 8 seconds to go. 2-0 Pioneers.
Well, how about that for a change of action there? White Bear Lake comes out, a couple big flurries on net. Bailey able to keep it out, comes right back the other way. And as we take a look, Helgeson comes in, goes that backhand, and just squeaks it by Frank. Under 10 seconds to go, puts the Pioneers up 2-0. What a change of events there in the last 30 seconds, Alex.
5th of the postseason for Helgeson, as the Pioneers will take that 2-goal lead into the locker room, and they are content to skate it out in their own end of the ice. And that'll do it for this first period, Luke.
Yeah, strong period for the Pioneers, and that late goal certainly gave them a boost. Looked like White Bear Lake was about to tie it up there with about 20 seconds to go, and my oh my, how things changed in a dime there. And Helgeson made no mistake on that breakaway, and Pioneers sit up 2-0 after the first, Alex.
Well, we'll let them go to the locker room. We'll be back for the start of the second period here from Aldrich Arena in just a few moments here on TV 19 Sports.
We've all seen stories of conflict that ended with peace. We've seen stories of hunger end in abundance. We see stories of fear, despair, and poverty, but they can end with courage, hope, and love. With you. Be a part of writing a story that's greater than poverty. Learn how at worldvision.org.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you bacteria can hide in food and make you ill. Wow! But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean, separate, cook, and chill. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Back here inside Aldrich Arena, where the Hill Murray Pioneers lead the White Bear Lake Bears 2-0 after one period. We'll send it down to Zach Halverson for an interview with Bears goaltender Bob Pirano.
Thanks, guys. Aldrich Arena, very loud, very exciting. You've played in a few games here, Bob. Tell me what it's like for these girls out there to go out and play in a packed house here at Aldrich.
It's got to be exciting. You know, I haven't been able to play in a game like this when it's been the section final, but I'm sure they're excited to get the nerves out in the first period, so they'll be ready.
You have the opportunity here, your senior year coming in. You're going to be playing here a week from Saturday, and hopefully for you guys a couple more times. Your thoughts going into sections here with your hockey team?
We're going to get ready. We're going to be ready. We're going to have a good week of practice here coming in. Tough loss against Stillwater, but it's just more motivation for us coming into sections. So. And
being a senior here and everything, what does this mean to you here, wrapping up your career at White Bear?
I'd love to finish off at the X. I mean, I've been waiting for this moment for a while now, especially coming to the senior year. Thought we had a chance my sophomore year, but hopefully we can get some revenge here in my senior year.
Notice pretty good chunk of this boys team here is tonight. Whose decision? Everybody just kind of come together and support the parents?
Decision, you know, we're just all hanging out, a team chemistry thing. We're always hanging out together, so it's a lot of fun having the guys come here and support the girls.
Well, Bob, good luck this next week, and we'll be following you along the way.
Thank you.
Bob Piranto, guys, goaltender for White Bear Lake. We'll send it back up to the booth.
Well, thanks for that, Zach. We got a little bit of time here. We will take a look at both of the Hill Murray goals scored back in that first period. Both a little bit of defensive breakdown for the Bears.
Yeah, first one, puck kind of rolling all over the place. Managed to come all the way across, and there to finish it off. She comes into your screen there. That was Nina Steigoff, got the Pioneers on the board. And they weren't down in the first period. There was a big flurry at the end after that. And Helgeson got a breakaway here with just under 10 seconds to go. You see her go to her backhand. Just puts it between the pad and the arm of Frank. And Helgeson finishes it off to give the Pioneers a late goal and a 2-0 lead after one stanza hockey here at Aldrich.
Well, we'll see how the Bears respond here. Down 2 goals against arguably the best team, the best girls hockey team in the state of Minnesota. They will have to send all of their gunners out here and try and push the puck up the ice, try and push some pressure on them to try and tie this game up.
Well, tonight you win or you go home. You can't hold anything back tonight, so they're certainly going to need to put some more pressure on, especially with this potent Pioneers team. They're going to need to certainly test Ava Bailey in this second period here.
Well, like you said, Luke, no time like the present. As the opening faceoff for the second period, the puck is dropped and we are underway. And once again, the Pioneers able to gain control off of the stick of Frank down behind the goal line. And Ashley Healy able to control almost before the Pioneers knock her off the puck. Comes in down low, De La Rosa across ice for Kirky as they try to break out. Too far for Sheeran, but Sheeran's able to gain control as the Pioneers must touch up. Healy now tries to get the puck into the zone and will. Healy walking in, loses the handle of the puck before Boreen takes control behind the net for Hill Murray. Boreen skating up ice with the puck. Shots on goal in the first period. Hill Murray had 14, putting 2 by Frank. Almost another one there as the puck sailed through the blue paint. The Bears only 4 shots on goal, but definitely had some good looks, Luke.
That's a tongue twister, huh? Yeah, they certainly did. You know, and like you said, not a whole lot of shots, but Ava Bailey, with the shots she did face, a couple of them were point blank and screens, and you know, she made some big stops. Where this could easily be a 2-1, 2-2 game, and opportunity there for the Pioneers early in the second here. I couldn't tell if that got on net and Frank was able to steer it aside or if it deflected wide, but nonetheless, an opportunity for the Pioneers as the Bears will look to get some offense going here.
Kylie Snyder carrying the puck behind the goal. And the puck comes once again to the half walls. The Pioneers will once again work it out through center. Katie Kaufman working. She has Blinkhorn skating in front of the net. Blinkhorn tried to take control there as Lily Anderson, a senior, led it up ahead there for Danny Menk. Lost a glove. No penalty came on that, as normally you don't lose a glove with 2 stick on the hands. As the puck sails wide of the net, we'll get a icing touch-up coming here.
Well, it certainly looked like Steigoff got a pretty good whack in there, and with that glove going flying, I'm surprised there wasn't a call. I was waiting for the ref's hand to come up, but he let that one go. It looked like a pretty good whack there, though.
Well, if anything, hopefully the glove in the glass keeps the off-ice officials, the scorekeeper and public address announcer up on the action here, as we'll get a face-off coming to the right of Ava Bailey.
Well, fortunately, I don't think her hand was in the glove when it went flying, so that's a good thing.
Puck controlled behind the goal line by the Pioneers as they look to break out. Comes on the far side from Morris, as the Pioneers once again gain control. Through center ice they come, and that'll be Amber Peterson who dumps it in. The junior had 2 goals in the regular season for the Pioneers. Their goal differential in that regular season, scoring 89 more goals they scored than what they gave up to the opposition. Sanda dumps the puck in for the Bears as they look to get a line change. And Taylor Wemple controls for the Pioneers. Up ahead for Peterson. Lost the puck as it comes to the half wall. And here comes the Pioneers once again back the other way. Erica Steigoff, 1 goal in the section playoffs so far, as they'll skate the other way. Back through center ice comes the puck. And the Bears intercept as Sydney Sheeran takes control. Sheeran trying to work towards the front of the net. Cannot quite do so. She's taken down as the play continues to stay alive. The Pioneers continue again. Greeter up ahead for Helgeson. Cross ice into the zone comes Featherston. Featherston back for Helgeson. Open look off just a little bit high. And it comes back out through to the wall. Here comes Sheeran again trying to chase a puck before Miranda Anthony gets there first. The sophomore, Miranda Anthony, skating with the puck in front of her own net. Doing some nice stick work as the Pioneers can try to get a setup going. But Morgan Newpower intercepts a pass. Newpower up ahead for Snyder. Just a little too strong into the zone. And they'll keep play alive. Newpower lost the puck battle there to Blinkhorn into the corner. Along the half wall, Snyder. Where the puck is here come the Pioneers again. Blinkhorn chasing, applying pressure to Avery Snyder. And she'll play it up to the half wall. Play continues now down in low. Katie Kaufman working with the puck. As they'll keep it alive now. Comes over to the half wall. And back to the blue line off of the defender. And Newpower can take control for the Bears. Lily Anderson skating with the puck. A 3-on-2 if they hurry. They will not. A little bit of a kind of forget about me shot. Handcuffed Bailey, and she had to make a difficult save there.
Yeah, it certainly did. I don't know if it bounced off her pad awkward or she misjudged it, but certainly looked plenty innocent, but came up off the pad and back under center. And fortunate for the Pioneers and Ava Bailey that there were no White Bear Lake gals around to bang home that rebound, because it was loose there for a bit and she was certainly unsure of it, but able to hang on nonetheless.
Puck in the corner as the Bears take control. Once again, the Pioneers quickly on it for Kirky, trying to lose it a little too far. They'll send it in deep to try to keep play alive. And the Pioneers will take it back the other way. Keppel leaves it for Helgeson. Up ahead, and the Bears take control again. Healy try to get into the zone, but the Pioneers once again as Boreen takes control. Boreen up ahead now for Featherstone on the far side. Featherstone down and low for Helgeson. Helgeson loses the puck battle there, and the Bears can take control again. Burkirky trying to get play ahead, and Katie Ertl will take control of the puck here once again, sending it into the zone. Before once again Maria Keppel takes control for the Pioneers. Some good back and forth play here going on into the zone. Sanda tried to get it around one defender, couldn't quite do so. And here they come once again. Maria Keppel in high. David, whoa, she almost lost the puck there, did Calla Frank.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to come back out front, and she almost backed into it. That could have been disastrous, but fortunate for Frank and the Bears, and stayed behind the net there.
Here's Sanda again for the Bears, chipping it up ahead. This will be too far for anybody. And the icing touch will come. We're going to face off in the Bears zone. 11:33 to go. Still 2-0 Pioneers, and so far a nice effort by the Bears to keep them off the scoreboard in this period.
And they've seen a little more pressure from the Bears, but you're also noticing just how suffocating this Pioneers defense can be. The Bears have had some offensive zone possession, but they really haven't had too many opportunities to show for it.
Well, look, one of the big stories coming in is The save by Frank there was the play of the goaltenders. Both goalies had only given up a goal in section play coming into this one, and goaltending has been the story so far tonight.
Yeah, Frank certainly made some fantastic saves. It could be a lot more goals for the Pioneers. And we talked about her on the other end. Bailey, she's been solid. She's had a couple real nice stops. And White Bear Lake certainly wants to keep putting those pucks on net. We saw that one where she kind of struggled with it. And, sometimes if a goalie's not getting a lot of work, maybe they lose a little focus and you start throwing stuff on net and hope for good things to happen. So White Bear Lake seemed to have a little more urgency in this second period, which is a good sign for the Bears.
Face-off won by the Pioneers, comes to the half wall as Healy holds it in. Healy, an open puck as Verkerke trying to keep it in. Shot on Morris, loses it there, and Nina Steigoff is able to take control. Steigoff scored the first goal of the game, breaking the scoreless tie for the Pioneers, before it was followed up nicely by Morgan Helgeson. And that's how we got here to 2-0. Into the zone comes Hill Murray. Lost the puck, did Steigoff, as the puck comes off the cage once again. Down and low, back to the blue line. Keppel. Now Keppel, a wristed shot on, comes off a defender, but the Bears were able to tie up the screening forwards nicely, and play can continue. Up ahead, Sydney Sheeran loses the puck after it's knocked nicely off of her stick. Healy collides with Sheeran as they try to keep pressure on and keep it into the zone. Down in low, Lindsay Featherstone keeping play alive. Miranda Anthony up ahead too far, and Helgeson will chase. Helgeson working down low behind the goal line. Helgeson skating with the puck, gets it back to the blue line for Greeter. Greeter a shot on and a pad save by Frank, and play can continue.
A nice shot from Greeter there from the point. Even better job by Frank to see that one all the way through and get the left pad on it.
Pressure kept alive as Anderson tries to keep the puck in for the Bears. Fell down. White Bear Lake crowd wanted a call. None will come. And play will continue in the Hill Murray defensive zone. As the puck comes out back through center ice, 2-on-2 go the skaters. They'll dump and change as Abby De La Rosa will chase. And Avery Snyder will take control for the Bears.
And they've certainly been letting them play thus far tonight for the most part, Alex, which I think is a good thing. We haven't seen too many missed calls, anything like that. It's been a little physical both ways, but I kind of like the section finals, let them play and duke it out, and best team win, huh?
Exactly. That's what you want. You want the refs to keep the whistles in the pockets when need be, but otherwise let the players play it out.
You got it.
Play kept alive off of the pad of Frank, and it comes once again into the corner. Along the boards now, held in by Maria Keppel. Keppel skating at the point, sends it in low before it goes back to the corner again, and the Pioneers continue their dominance and pressure as play continues. Up ahead, here come the Bears. Bella Caller trying to keep it alive, can't quite do so, but here they go. Madeline Sanda tries to send the puck in low, but just right in there. And once again, the White Bear Lake faithful looking for and arguing for some sort of a call from these officials. And here's Morris now up ahead for Verkerke, as they just seem to be able to play the puck up the boards and get an effective breakout going. They are struggling thus far. De La Rosa trying to leave it ahead, but a turnover there, and the puck can stay in, as I believe that is Katie Kaufman controlling the puck. 9 goals in the regular season for Kaufman, as the Pioneers will try to continue to keep play alive here down now to the 7-minute mark of the second period. De La Rosa up ahead for Verkerke, but some nice pressure there by Blinkhorn, and the Pioneers can keep it alive. Blinkhorn behind the net, trying to go wraparound, can't do so, but Kaufman's able to control behind the net. Kaufman tried to send it in front. A turnover, goes down, and it comes back to the person of Verkerke. Verkerke up ahead for Healy on the breakaway. Healy trying to get around one defender, held up. A penalty will come, followed up, score! Claudia Verkerke, it's 2-1.
And you can see that coming, Alex. 2 White Bear Lake players right in front of the net. All 3 Hill players went towards the one. They find the puck in a wide open net. Absolutely nothing Bailey can do there. And we got a brand new hockey game here in life from the White Bear Lake Bears. Let's take a look here, Alex.
Yeah, just like on that first goal for the Pioneers, a huge open net to shoot at. Absolutely nothing that Ava Bailey could have done. She was great so far, but at the end of the day, we now have a 1-goal game, a close game like we expected. As a goal will come to Claudia Verkerke, getting her 2nd goal of this postseason.
No doubter there. No doubter there, Alex. And you saw it come out. You can see the play happening. And the Pioneer defenders, there was 3 of them there, but they all got sucked down low behind the net. And Verkerke there, very opportunistic spot, buries that one.
Pioneers looking to respond. Boreen sends a shot on, saved by Frank. Puck is loose in the corner and it's able to be kept alive. Down behind the goal line, they'll fight for it. Here's Helgeson now. Helgeson back to the point. Some open ice, wristed shot, saved by Frank. Now we'll get a stoppage coming. We'll send it down to Zach Halverson with a report.
Background on Claudia Verkerke. She actually played her youth hockey back in Rochester, but she moved to White Bear Lake in 9th grade. Her dad actually works for 3M, and he got sick of the commute all the way from Rochester up to here. And she would have played for Mayo High School, but she moved up here. And I'll tell you what, guys, White Bear Lake fans and her teammates pretty happy she made the move.
Well, thanks for that, Zach. Certainly are. It's big goal to give a boost to this White Bear Lake team and fans, and certainly some energy on the White Bear Lake bench, Alex.
Sheeran tried to send it in front. Yeah, the energy in this building certainly has increased. In front, just missed on a one-timer. De La Rosa knocked off the puck, and the Pioneers can start a rush the other way. Here comes Steigoff. Steigoff into the zone from the near circle. Shot and a glove save by Calla Frank. They'll get a face-off coming. 5:48 to go. 2nd period. Score now 2-1.
Another good opportunity for the Pioneers, but Frank up to the task, and she's been awfully comfortable with that left glove hand all night.
Definitely a much more even period here than the first. We'll be running down to get the shots on goal. No shots on goal scoreboard here at Aldrich Arena, but that's okay. The history certainly makes up for it. Home to the section finals for quite some time now in girls hockey, recently in boys hockey as well, as a wristed shot from the blue line is steered to the corner by Bailey. And play can continue. Here's Snyder on the half wall, tries to get it out, but the Pioneers can send it back the other way. Here's New Power chasing into the corner. Sends it back the other way for Morris as the Bears try and break out. Getting it up ahead is just a little bit too far for Miranda Anthony, and play can continue. Anthony up ahead too far as New Power controls. A turnover in the skate 3-on-3 into the zone. Boreen leaves it for Featherstone. Score! Featherstone with a response, her first goal of the postseason, and it's 3-1.
And just a brilliant play there from Boreen with a full head of steam. You saw that speed coming in, and looked like she gave a little behind the back pass, and Featherstone on the one-timer absolutely buries it. As we take another look here, look at this nifty pass there behind the back. One-timer beats glove side, and the Pioneers with a big answer there, Alex.
A huge answer indeed. Featherstone's first of the postseason. 3-1 now, the Pioneers lead after a quick response to the White Bear Lake goal. And they'll look to add more. Boreen, a pass just a little too far off of the defender, or maybe not, and we'll get an icing touch-up. And a face-off in the Pioneer defensive zone. 4:44 to go here, 2nd period.
And you just had a feeling, Alex, that the way Lindsay Featherstone's been playing, that something was going to give, and cracked it right there, and a beautiful shot. Nice setup, and Pioneers up 3-1. That was a big response, and I think they just took a little momentum back, because you kind of feel that shifting towards the White Bear Lake Bears.
Long pass up ahead to Helgeson. Down and low for Boreen. Boreen centering in front, and Featherstone just lost the edge, and the Bears can start the other way. De La Rosa now controlling in her own zone. Pass up ahead for Healy, and Healy lost the handle of that one before it comes back to De La Rosa for Snyder. Up ahead, too far for Sheeran. And the Bears lose another puck battle, another turnover, before they gain control once again into the zone. Pioneers, though, quickly right back. Maria Keppel into the zone. Ahead, off of the defender, follow up nicely, and it goes back to the corner before Pioneer goes down. Play can continue. Kicked up ahead. And the Bears look to get it out while the Pioneers continue to apply pressure. If they hurry, they'll have a 4-on-2, will the Bears. De La Rosa dumps it back for Healy. Healy waits a little bit. Shot off the post and goes to the corner. And on a breakaway now will come the Pioneers. Here's Peterson. Peterson losing a handle. A great save by Frank to stone number 2, Amber Peterson, on the breakaway and keep it a 2-goal game.
And Peterson looking to shelf that. You see her, she had her sights on that upper right-hand corner, and Frank again flashing that leather with a nice stop and keep it 3-1.
Face off won by the Pioneers. The Bears gain control again. Here's New Power. New Power skating with the puck in her own defensive zone. And she leads it up ahead there for Menk on the far side. Here's Menk now into the zone as it'll come in. Puck goes to the corner, just a little bit too far. Gas try to keep it going alive off of an official before New Power can send it down and low. The physicality definitely has ramped up here, as we'll get once again another icing call and a face-off coming.
Got a big face-off draw here. They're ever important. And if the Bears can win that, get another opportunity on that, it's certainly a way to generate some more offense.
Yeah, a large opportunity here if the Bears can win this face-off. They did not do the best in the opening period, but they have certainly drawn even here in the second. As a face-off won by the Pioneers. It goes down in low before Boreen takes control. Boreen skating through center ice. Pass up ahead for Helgeson. Deflected nicely. And back into the zone off the hands of Ertl. Boreen continues to apply pressure as it goes behind the goal line. Shot in front goes just wide of the paint before Verkerke can take it the other way for White Bear Lake. Into the net neutral ice area for Sydney Sheeran, who one times a shot, a big rebound. And Healy follows it up, trying to keep play alive, but the Pioneers control once again.
Nice blast there, Alex, from Sheeran, but it's pad stop and no rebound there for the Bears.
Puck comes back out through center. Almost too many skaters, as that may have hit Claudia Verkerke, but it did not, and they'll keep play alive as Healy controls at center ice for New Power up ahead. And the Pioneers can control once again. On the ice, that was almost too many skaters again for the Bears, and Menk controls. Menk knocked off the puck, but New Power controls into the zone. She'll send it in. Icing is waved off as Keppel controls, but Menk gathers for the Bears. Menk, as Keppel lost a stick. Covered up by Ava Bailey as the puck came right to that wall, and she'll keep play stopped with 1:33 to go.
Good job by Bailey finding that puck coming to the side of the net before any Bears could get there and stuff it home. Certainly been an entertaining second period, huh, Alex?
Yeah, definitely. Certainly an interesting matchup we were looking forward to coming in, and in the second period definitely has lived up to the hype, as I believe we get an offside call there.
A lot of energy in the building. We got a heck of a crowd tonight for this section final.
A rivalry matchup, to be sure. Not necessarily given the hype as the boys matchup, but still one to be rivaled across the state of Minnesota and the United States as far as great high school sports rivalries. Pioneers and the Bears doing battle for many decades now. Pioneers winning most of the matchups, but when the Bears do win, it is something that is memorable for those students.
And I'm sure there's probably some friends on both of these teams but no love lost tonight.
As we come down to the last minute of this second period, the icing play is waved off, and Bailey will come out to take control for the Pioneers as Miranda Anthony now. As the puck comes to the corner, Helgeson controls for the Pioneers. Helgeson, long pass up ahead, off the stick of Steigoff into the zone, and De La Rosa can control for White Bear Lake. De La Rosa now sends it to the other corner, and Healy controls there with 30 seconds to go here in this period. Falls down does Healy, and De La Rosa will control. But the Pioneers are able to gain once again, and it's held in there as they will send it in front off of the stick of Frank. And it comes in. Their shot just goes wide as Frank almost had to make a dangerous save there. Comes back to the blue line. Held in nicely by Keppel. Here they come. Sends a pass in. Goes wide down to the last two. One and a quick save by Frank. Joe Friesen at the whistle, at the horn. We'll send it almost to break here with the Bears trailing 3-1 here, Luke.
Yeah, a couple goals, one for the Bears. Pioneers answered. They still hang on to that 2-goal lead heading into the third period.
Well, we'll be back. We'll see if the Bears can rally or if the Pioneers can hold on for their 6th straight trip to the XL Energy Center. We'll be right back here on TV 19 Sports.
To need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Drownings are a leading cause of death for young children. Simple safety steps are the best way to prevent these tragedies. Make sure kids learn how to swim. Always watch them in and around water. Properly fence all pools and stay away from drains. Consider the steps you take, then add a few more. Because you never know which pool safety step will save a life until it does. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
Back inside historic Aldrich Arena as we look to start the third period of play here. Bears trailing 3-1. We'll throw it over to Zach Halverson with an interview with Athletic Director Tim Herman.
Thanks, guys. Tim, the lasts are starting to pile up here now. Your last entry into the winter sports craziness, really, the March Madness as they call it, and here we are again, section time. What's the playoff like from the athletic director standpoint?
This is a fun time for any athletic director. It's busier than heck, but it's awful fun. You know, we start really the state tournament swing with girls hockey, and we're excited that they're in the finals. They're facing an uphill battle, but you know what? We're here and we're excited about it. Hopefully they're going to set kind of the trend for everybody else. Wrestling started today in their team sections, and I know they had a rough road to go too, but we've got some individuals that look pretty good for next week. So as you look at it, this is a really fun time. Schools and student, the spirit's up. A lot of things that could possibly happen and be awful good things for us during the rest of the next about 4 or 5 weeks.
You have a favorite part of this time of year?
Yeah, you know, I think this. I love the section. I love the section games. I think, especially if you get a chance to be in a final. Think about, look at the atmosphere here. You know, normally you come to a girls' hockey game, you don't get a lot. You kind of get the regulars, moms and dads. I'm always there. Maybe our 5 or 6 students. Look at this place. It's a packed house. It's really a very. I mean, it's not packed, but it's pretty doggone good. And that's what is fun about this time of the year, that it brings out everybody, and it's an exciting atmosphere.
Bears are playing Hill Murray tonight. You went to White Bear. You've been here for a while. What is your feeling of Hill Murray High School?
No comment.
Okay. Okay. Now moving forward here, obviously a lot of things going on right now. What should White Bear Lake fans look forward to here in the next few weeks? What should they look for?
Well, I think as we talked about wrestling and girls hockey. I know they're seeding tomorrow for boys hockey. Looks like we're going to be a number 3 seed, and so that starts up a week from tomorrow. Girls basketball's nearing its time for section play. We could be really strong there. Our team is right on the edge of being awful doggone good. Our boys basketball, I think, is the one that finishes things up this year. So we've got a lot of good things happening, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of stuff in the coming weeks.
And what do you expect here in this third period?
Well, all I can say is our goalie's got to play like mad, and we got to get some shots. We got to change the flow a little bit. It seems like they're really on their offensive end, our defensive end too much. We got to get some shots on goal.
Well, Tim, Mr. Herman, I really should call you. I mean, when you're a student,
hey, we're almost done. You can call me anything but late to dinner.
Well, thank you for your time, and we'll be watching out there for you. And go Bears.
Yeah, thanks. That's what I said. Go Bears.
Well, thanks for that interview, Zach, with Athletic Director Tim Herman, of course, in his final year as the Athletic Director. Luke, for the sake of fairness, you're a Hill Murray guy. What's your opinion on the White Bear Lake Bears?
No comment. No, it's been a great rivalry. I know that. Going to Hill, and it seemed like almost every other year at least, they were playing to go to the final or go to state. I had a lot of good friends that went to White Bear, and some friends from White Bear that went to Hill, and it's a great rivalry. It's certainly the best one I can think of in the state as far as a personal standpoint. And now the girls are carrying it on, and so it's a pretty great thing to see here. And I think Tim Herman kind of nailed it. As Frank, she needs to keep standing on her head. She's been great, but she needs to keep it up, have some big saves here in the third. And on the other end of it, like you said, they need to get some more pressure on Bailey here. And I'd look for them to come out swinging here. It's do or die now. So the Bears need to put all the pressure they can on in this third period.
We'll take a look at the goals that were scored in the first period. One aside first for the Bears from Sophie Verkerke.
Yeah, and you see it just kind of come across, and she just sat there by herself. No one picked her up, and she buries it. And then a beautiful goal here. Behind the back pass to Featherstone, and Featherstone with a one-timer beats Frank, and Hill Murray again adding onto that lead and going back up by 2.
Puck has been dropped. We're underway here in the third period. A quick shot on goal, handcuffs Bailey, and the puck comes quickly behind as she does a great job to cut the angle on the rebound. Sheeran with the puck in front, but lost the handle, and Featherstone can take control for the Pioneers.
Yeah, big defensive play there from Featherstone, because Bailey was still recovering, and looked like White Bear Lake was going to have a point-blank shot there right in the slot, but able to strip the stick and the puck was Featherstone. A nice play there.
In the puck into the zone now come the Pioneers before they lose the puck battle there. De La Rosa, a long pass up ahead for Snyder. She skates around to the defender as the icing is waved off. Snyder down with the puck behind the goal line, loses it to Blinkhorn before Gretchen Greeter is able to take control. Penalties. Bears have done a great job staying out of the penalty box tonight. No penalties so far against them, and only 2 penalties for 4 minutes against the Pioneers.
Yeah, it's been a clean game, and they've been letting them play. And again, the last thing the Bears would want in this third period here is to have to kill off a penalty.
Bears chase the puck in their own zone as Morgan Newpower will chase behind her own goal line. Puck hits a patch of water. Ice not setting terribly well here at Aldrich Arena this period, and that could play a factor here in the early going as Newpower leads it up ahead for Claudia Verkerke, I apologize. Sophia, I believe, is her sister, a 9th grade freshman. As the puck comes into the zone, Healy now just skated a little bit too far, and the Pioneers can take control the other way. Here's Boreen up ahead now for Helgeson. Helgeson sends it in front. Frank is able to get coverage of it, and we'll get a face-off coming.
Yeah, not much on the rush there from Helgeson. Didn't get much on it as we take another look here. Good job by the White Bear defense keeping her to the outside. And Frank able to cover it up. And you said it, there's some wet spots out on the ice here. It's kind of patchy and could lead to some possible puck getting stuck and some opportunities one way or another. And that one's fired just wide there by Taylor Wemple.
Bears carry the puck into the zone. Jordan Gast lost control as they trip over each other now, and the play can continue. Behind the goal, Wemple is offsides is called. Bears don't realize it. Now they do, and they'll touch up. Into the zone, carries the puck, Wemple. And the play will continue.
Yeah, and you just saw the puck get stuck there on that still wet ice. And I didn't notice that in the first or second period. I don't know about you, Alex, but it seems like something's a little off, and that puck's kind of sticking.
It might be an effect of the weather outside, the unseasonably warm temperatures that we've had here in Minnesota today. I believe as we arrived at the arena, 62 was the weather that it showed on my phone anyway.
I was thinking about wearing my swim trunks, but forgot the towel at home.
Yeah, they might let you do some post-game laps in the in the rink here. As the play can continue now, down behind the White Bear Lake goal. Frank, only 3 goals against. She's played admirably well, and Ava Bailey has done so on the other side as the Bears will get another power play. A penalty called in front, as with that touch-up we'll get the whistle. We'll wait the call. It'll be a holding call on, I believe, Katie Kaufman, and the Bears will get their 3rd crack at the power play.
Big opportunity here as Kaufman goes to the sin bin, and massive opportunity on the power play for the Bears.
The Bears over 2 on the power play thus far. Pioneers have done a great job of keeping pucks away from the net. But Ava Bailey's toughest test tonight will come here as the Bears get their 3rd look on the power play. Face-off won by the Pioneers, and they send it down the length of the ice where Calla Frank can stop it there. Frank up ahead on the near side for Verkerke, as she has the only goal for the Bears so far, as the clearing attempt goes wide of the net, and it comes back out through to center ice. Verkerke skating with the puck now. Cross ice pass for De La Rosa into the zone. De La Rosa for Healy. Cross for New Power. New Power, one-time shot. Great save by Bailey. And play can continue live as the puck comes sliding into the stands, falls into a bleacher, and we will send it to Zach Halverson for a report.
Yeah, you guys mentioned the ice just not settling, and really how warm it is in this building. I'm sure you guys can feel it up there. In fact, there were people I noticed actually sitting there with the doors open on the concourse of the arena trying to cool off and get some cool air back in here. It's very bizarre, that weather, 60 degrees, and of course the body heat in this packed Aldridge Arena combining for not the best of ice conditions. But good atmosphere, that's nice.
Thanks for that report, Zach, and we'll look to continue to get some more information for you as a minute 15 left to go on the Bears power play. Chased down by Helgeson as the Pioneers apply pressure shorthanded. Helgeson chips it in deep, and the Bears will be forced to chase. Here's New Power. Stick handles around Helgeson, up ahead for Healy, and she'll carry it through center ice. Ashley Healy skating into the puck with the zone. New Power. Wristed shot on goal, bounced in front of Bailey, but the play will come once again to the corner. Shot, quick little bouncing puck there, covered up by Bailey, and we'll get a face-off coming.
Big stop there by Bailey, and kind of saw the rebound fluttering up as we take another peek, and she's able to grab that for a second chance, and pretty dang good thing she did because Sydney Sheeran was waiting there to pounce.
Face-off won by the Pioneers as a Bear went down. Held it at the blue line.
Looked like Keppel got her stick stuck up with Sheeran there, and she went down off the draw.
Maureen chasing after the puck with Verkerke as Verkerke keeps it alive for Healy. Back to the blue line, and they'll send it into the corner as Bailey is forced to make a save, and the puck can go down the length of the ice on the clear to the last 15 of this White Bear Lake power play. Snyder up to the half wall for Sheeran, who leaves it up ahead for Snyder, too far. You know, Luke, I saw an article through KARE 11 a couple of days ago this week where it talked about the large amount of families that were on this White Bear Lake girls team. I believe it said 3 or 4 different sets of sisters that play on this team. Verkerke, I believe, Snyder, and Sandas as well. Just different sisters, and how the team itself feels like a family to them.
Yeah, it's a pretty good story to see, and making it all the way to sections here. I'm sure they got plenty of friends and family here and rooting on the Bears, and it's, you know, when you can play with your sister in a section final, and not a lot of people get to say that, so a pretty cool opportunity for these families here.
Oh, a little handcuff shot on goal, and Bailey's able to handle it. Look at a face-off coming, and once again the White Bear Lake faithful responding to a skater falling down in the defensive zone and looking for a call here, as we'll take a look at it here with our own eyes.
Yeah, looked like she got leg tripped there, and usually you're going to get a call there, whether it's intentional or not. You take out the skates, you're going to go sit.
Puck held into the wall at Ertl. Ertl, a shot, and it goes just on goal, and they wave it off, as I believe the official on the goal line must have lost sight of the puck. It looked loose from our vantage point, but if they lose sight, they blow the whistle. We'll get a face-off coming.
Yeah, she couldn't see it. It was beyond her sight and blew it down. It's good pressure here from the Bears.
Extremely good pressure as we get another face-off coming, as now Ava Bayless starting to face more shots on goal. Her stats in the regular season as a sophomore: 16-4-1, a save percentage of .938, and a goals against average of .135, and has only given up 2 goals here in this section tournament.
She has been fantastic. Some big stops and big points in the game.
De La Rosa across for Ertl. Loses the puck there as it goes into the corner. And De La Rosa keeps it alive now. Ertl up ahead as the Bears try and send it in. The hand will go up and icing will be called. We'll get another face-off coming here. 10:24 to go, third period, still 3-1 Hill Murray.
I think Hill Murray's got to be feeling pretty good killing off that power play, and some good opportunities by the Bears, but Bailey able to keep the puck from getting into the net. And huge kill for the Pioneers.
Burkirky up ahead for Healy. Turns it over, and Sheeran takes control before falling down. No penalty needed there, and a 2-on-1 opportunity, but just missed by the Pioneers. Down in low, Featherstone leaves it for Boreen. Boreen turns it over to Healy for the Bears as play can continue. New power. Turns it over in front, a bouncing puck. Featherstone with the rebound, followed up nicely and covered by Frank. Burkirky now for the Bears. A long pass trying to spring Healy, but without much help, all she can do is get it down in low. Healy for Sheeran. Sheeran in front. Another shot fails to connect. Healy trying to put some pressure on now. And play can continue for Hill Murray. As here's Taylor Wemple leaving up ahead. A Bear falls down in the defensive zone. And the Pioneers look to continue to add to their pressure and their lead. Erica Steigoff now. Steigoff moving into the zone. Centering in front. Saved by Frank. And the puck loose in the blue paint area. Still loose. And the Bears can't control once again. Snyder now into the zone. Snyder skates past the defender. Falls down, no penalty needed there, and the play can come all the way back out through center as they'll look to control once again. Here's Morris up ahead, trying to get it into that offensive zone near the halfway home point here in this third period. Bears will have to start looking to create some extra pressure, putting bodies in front of the net and really maintaining that offensive zone. So we'll get the icing touch-up coming here. We'll get another face-off and another chance, Luke, for this Bears team to keep play on the Hill Murray side of the ice.
Yeah, as we take a look here, Murray putting some pressure on, kind of squeaks out to the point, but no one there to get a shot really on net. And fortunate for the Bears that no damage done. And you said it, a big face-off here for the Bears in the offensive zone. They want to control this and get some more opportunities on net.
Here are the Pioneers through center ice as Steigoff sends it in, and it goes to the opposite corner. The Bears for Blinkhorn now. Blinkhorn at the near circle, leaves it down in low there for Steigoff. Steigoff leaves the puck back to the blue line for Wemple. Down and low, skating with the puck, trying to create an opportunity. And Verkerke, if the Bears hurry, they can have a 3-on-2 opportunity. Verkerke skating and knocked off the puck nicely, though. And that'll be that for the Bears.
Good opportunity developing there, but again, good defense from this Pioneers team. I think as we'll see this come down less and less time in the third period here, Alex, I'd expect to see Hill Murray have at least 2 or 3 defenders back at all time.
Here's Snyder into the zone, tied up. A great defensive play by the Pioneers, and play can continue as it comes back out through center. Newpower tried to get it for Menk, could not do so, and Featherstone follows up for Hill Murray. On the far side, Helgeson skating in. Helgeson follows up. A great defensive stick by the Bears before that shot even reached Calafranc, and play will continue. Up ahead now, Menk trying to get the puck in, can't quite do so, but Ertl does. But the Bears will have to touch up once again. Here's Boreen through center ice. Boreen, the University of Minnesota commit, trying to get the puck on goal, can't do so as the Bears continue to play well defensively in this third period. Play continues. Anthony up ahead for Kaufman on the line change. Kaufman trying to get it to Steigoff, can't do so as Sheeran tries to keep play alive. But here's Blinkhorn now. Blinkhorn off the sharp angle, can't beat Calafranc. And Verkerke comes in now with the puck. Cross ice pass for Healy into the offensive zone. Healy loses it there to Koppel before it goes once again to the half wall. Player down for the Bears. Verkerke, I believe, as I think she took a stick up high. No whistles there. And play will continue as the Pioneers look to add to their lead, or at least play with the lead.
Yeah, they certainly want to make sure they don't take too many risks, but you also can't completely sit back on your heels. So, oh, dangerous there by Bailey coming out of the net, lost her footing, but fortunate for the Pioneers, no Bears there to strike.
Here's De La Rosa in her own defensive zone, leading the puck up ahead, trying to anyway, as it comes along near the benches. And Sanda will control for White Bear Lake before turning it over once again to Miranda Anthony. Into the offensive zone go the Pioneers. A stick down behind the goal line as they look to keep play alive. Snyder now. A long pass, a little bit too far for anybody. The icing is waved off, and the Pioneers will have to play it again in their own zone as the lines will change. Ahead into the offensive zone for Helgeson. Helgeson around a check into the corner. The arm does go up, and this will put the Bears shorthanded.
Yeah, looks like she got tripped up, whether it was stick or skates. Nonetheless, this is going to be the first power play opportunity for the Pioneers with just over 5 to go in the third, and a huge opportunity here. Looks like Newpower is going to take a seat for 2.
As we take a look at the penalty there, not until that last little bit there where she got the foot under the skate.
Yeah, it looked like she did a good job edging her out, but then as the play went on, just got her with the skate and tripped her up, and that's a textbook trip in 2 minutes here. Big opportunity for the Pioneers.
Pioneers with their first chance on the power play in this game in the regular season. 30.9% on the power play. Absolutely lethal. And for the Bears on the penalty kill, 82.7%. A very good penalty kill against a very strong power play. As we'll wait to see what happens. As Barine carries the puck into the zone, skates around 2 defenders before turning it over. Morris can clear at the length of the ice. And a minute 22 and counting to go here on this power play. As here's Keppel now. Keppel behind her own zone. As the forwards change now, and they can begin the breakout. Up ahead for Blinkhorn. Into the zone, chipped in deep. And they will chase there. As here's Kaufman. Back for Blinkhorn again. Blinkhorn loses the handle, but keeps it alive before the Bears can take control. Can't clear it out, though, to De La Rosa. And she'll control behind her own goal line, getting it to Morris, who can clear it the length of the ice.
So far, very good penalty kill here for the Bears. Cannot afford to give up another one this late in the game.
Miranda Anthony, pass across ice, and then up ahead, as they could not quite control it, is Greeter now. Greeter, as a Pioneer lost the lost an edge right by the penalty box, and it'll go down here in the last 20 for this Pioneer power play. A couple of shots, nothing to show for it yet, as they look to break out one last time. Boreen in her own defensive zone, skating through center ice on the far side. Boreen centers in front, just missed. And Boreen Featherstone follows up. Great save by Frank to stop that opportunity and get a face-off coming with the last second on the power play.
Yeah, Featherstone had an opportunity there as we take another peek here, and you saw that just went wide, but they got it back out front. Featherstone got some on it, but Frank able to find that with a glove and hang on.
Calla Frank definitely played well here in this game so far. 151 goals against average in the regular season, a save percentage of just about 95%. So some outstanding goaltending for the Bears, and definitely one that they can keep it for the future, as she's only a sophomore.
She has been fantastic for the Bears all year long. We've seen that tonight.
Sheeran controls. We'll keep a look on the net in case the Bears do decide to pull that goaltender for the extra skater, as Verkerke sends a shot in front and just a little bit off the stick for Sheeran, so she could not keep it alive. New Power now. New Power trips up, and play will come to the half wall. A shot in front comes out to the post, and here comes Hill Murray back the other way. Into the zone is Helgeson on the far side. Helgeson skating around, waiting for some assistance before the puck can be gathered once again by New Power. New Power behind her own net, waiting for some sort of a breakout to occur. For Healy, back to New Power. Up ahead, a long pass too far for Snyder. Didn't see it. Icing waved off. And play will continue as Greeter now controls for the Pioneers. For Anthony, up ahead. And we'll try to chip it in deep. Down to the last 2 minutes now. This game will get an icing touch-up. Another offensive zone opportunity for the Bears.
A big opportunity and a little bit of a mistake there by the Pioneer. She didn't bring it all the way across center ice, dumped it down, but didn't get far enough down the rink, and it looks like they're going to pull Frank now and have an opportunity in the offensive zone with an extra skater. And I think this is the right move here, Alex.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You have 2 minutes to work with. Give it your all. One last chance here. Force overtime. A trip to the XL Energy Center on the line here between the Bears and the Pioneers, as a quick shot in front trickled down through the faceoff, and another one will come.
These draws are ever so crucial here late in the game. And the Bears cannot afford to be losing the draw and losing that offensive zone.
Face-off one, another quick shot on goal, followed up, but the puck comes back out through center ice. Some great opportunities off the face-off here for the Bears as they skate with an empty net.
That's what you're looking for.
Up ahead into the zone. As the play can continue to stay alive, here is Menk. Keeping play going are the Bears for Helgeson. And the Pioneers look to either keep the clock running. They don't need to necessarily get the puck moving at all. The Bears do, however, and play continues alive as the Bears get control. Shot on goal covered by Bailey, and with 1:14 to go, we'll get another face-off coming. And the Bears will take their time out here, looking to set up one sort of play so that way they can try and score a game tying or a deficit weakening goal here in this late stages of the third. Well, Luke, definitely an interesting game to see from both sides. We definitely expected a good one and some very tight goaltending on both sides.
Yeah, we've seen good goaltending both ways. You said it. And Hill Murray just, I think, had a few more opportunities that they've taken advantage of, and Bailey, when needed, has made some big saves for the Pioneers. We could be looking at a different score, and it's been clean officiating throughout the night, and been a good, clean game all around, and great fans. Everyone's having a good time here, and great atmosphere at the classic Aldrich Arena here in Maplewood.
You know, we talk about how both of these goaltenders are sophomores here, and you just get the feeling that this might be a matchup we could see 2018, 2019, as both of these teams, certainly as the Bears have a young team and the Pioneers will continue to be the Pioneers that they always have been. This is certainly a matchup that we can continue to see in Section 4AA tournaments to come.
Yeah, I certainly would not be shocked. You got Bailey and you got Frank, a couple sophomore gals in the nets, and they are both very promising for their teams. They've been both excellent tonight. And right now, Frank's sitting on the bench. I know that feeling, just hoping that her team can muster something together and give her the opportunity to get back out there, maybe some overtime hockey.
And of course, we talk about as we take a look at some of the fans here at Aldrich Arena, a very full house tonight. Definitely something that in a couple of weeks we'll see for the Section 4AA boys final, as the crowd has been great, the energy has been great as well, and part of what makes the hockey tournaments in the state of Minnesota some of the best high school sports in America.
Certainly is. If you're not familiar with it, it is a blast, and we're crazy about it here in Minnesota. I think it's got to be comparable to football down in Texas, Florida.
Absolutely right. As play continues, puck comes back out, and the Bears will have to chase, trying to keep their section championship hopes alive. Across for De La Rosa, up ahead now for Healy as they look to keep play into the zone into the last minute of this game. As here's Keppel now, taking it behind her own goal, with the empty net sitting at the other end. Held in by De La Rosa before it leaks out. Here's New Power, a turnover here into the zone. Boreen, the empty netter. Abigail Boreen scores the empty net goal to seal the Hill Murray victory. It's 4-1.
Leading point getter for the Pioneers all season, and Boreen basically puts a nail in the coffin there. It's valiant effort from the Bears. They fought all night, but just too much there, and Boreen overpowers the White Bear defenders, gets to the puck, and I don't think she's going to miss an empty net on a breakaway. 4-1 here for the Pioneers, and they'll be heading back to the XL for the state tournament next week.
Third goal in the section playoffs for Abby Boreen. We'll see her at the University of Minnesota in 2 years, as I'm sure the head coaches there are looking forward to having her on their bench. As play continues now, Menk up ahead for Collar in the last 25 for the Bears. Here's Collar sending the puck into the zone as the play will come, and they will chase it on down before it goes into the corner. Back to the blue line for New Power. New Power, a wristed shot on goal, and Greeter can control for the Pioneers. Up ahead, De La Rosa takes control. They'll play catch with New Power. You can hear the fans counting it down. 1 second, and the dynasty continues. 6 straight section championships for the Hill Pioneers, and the Pioneers will march west once again to the XL Energy Center.
Well, strong game tonight. Pioneers just too much for the White Bear Lake Bears, but nothing to hang their hats on if you're the White Bear Lake Bears. They put up a great effort, fantastic season for the Bears, and Hill Murray rolling on yet again, and they'll be heading back to the XL, and they've certainly been acclimated to that over the last few years. You said it, this will be their 6th section championship in a row, and another trip to the XL.
We'll take a look at some of the goals again here that were scored. Some great offense from the Pioneers and from the Bears as well, Luke.
Yeah, certainly some great goals tonight. As we take a look here, there's Boreen behind the back to Featherstone, who just buries the one-timer, and that was the goal to put Hill Murray back up 3-1. And there was the first goal. You caught the tail end of it. That was Steigoff, and here was White Bear Lake's goal with Verkerk putting it in, and that got the Bears back in it. This place was rocking, and then we take a look here at the dagger with Boreen finishing off in the empty net breakaway goal. And there you have it, a 4-1 final for the Hill Murray Pioneers.
You can hear the voice of public address announcer Kirk Puschel saying about the great matchup that we had here. We'll send it to break. We'll be right back with a bit of an interview here in just a few moments on TV 19 Sports. Welcome back inside Aldrich Arena. Final score here tonight. The Pioneers return to the XL Energy Center 4-1. We'll send it down to Zach Halverson for an interview with Jerry Kwapik.
Jerry Kwapik talking with the AD here, Tim Herman, as we see the another season come to an end for White Bear Lake, but a lot of positives this year, a heck of a run to the final. Can you summarize the 2016-17 campaign?
That's a tough one. You know, we're pretty young. We got a lot of good kids coming back. You know, that's a great team we played, and probably one of the fastest teams we faced. But, you know, we got a big nucleus coming back next year. We're looking forward to it.
Can you talk about your seniors here? Obviously, a lot of them, a lot of contributions here. What'd you learn from this group of seniors?
You know, they're a great group of kids. We've had Morgan since 8th grade and Danny since 9th grade, and Lily's been a 4-year letter winner. They're just good, hard-working kids.
And you mentioned the future of this team. A lot of these young players coming back. What's the mindset going into the summer and then come back in the fall here?
A lot of hard work and getting back ready to go, but they're good, hard-working kids, and that nucleus is really strong.
And finally, do you see going into next year, what did you learn from this year, and what did you see the improvement from last year into next year?
Yeah, it's a good question. I would say our kids really grew both physically and mentally this year. We had a group of 9th graders being the sophomores and really made some good strides there as well. And, you know, we have to get stronger as well. So.
Well, thanks a lot, Coach, and a great run, and sad to see it end, but great run here in the section tournament.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Coach Jerry Kwapik, guys, saying goodbye, but heck of a run and heck of a hockey game here tonight, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it certainly was, Zach, and a good run for these Bears. Like Coach said, they are a young team, and expect they'll be back next season even hungrier after this one. And it's a heck of a game, and the Pioneers just too much. They are a very strong and fast, big, powerful team. Very well coached, strong goaltending, and that showed off tonight. The final here from Aldrich Ice Arena, the Hill Murray Pioneers 4, White Bear Lake Bears 1. Next for the Pioneers, they're off to St. Paul XL Energy Center for state. Thanks for watching, and good night from TV 19.